Hello again. Welcome to the study. Genesis 4 and 22. An artificer in brass and iron. An artificer in brass and iron. What does that mean? Well, Tubal-Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron, or a whetter of every instrument of copper and iron, his brother Jubal was the father of all such as handle the harp and organ. Tools were required for the construction of these instruments, and therefore the smith's art must have taken precedence. The preparation of iron for use in war, agriculture, and domestic purposes was one of the earliest applications of labor, and along with this was the use of copper alloyed in tin, that is bronze, and the brass of the Bible. The construction of so huge a vessel as Noah's Ark shows us clearly that the smiths, if you were, made great progress at a very early age. Whether the metal used then was bronze or iron, we really don't know. In the construction of the tabernacle, no iron was found, though bronze is frequently mentioned. After the children of Israel took possession of the land, the occupation of a smith became a very important trade. In the days of Saul, it is mentioned that there was no smith found throughout all the land of Israel. 1 Samuel chapter 13. The reason being that the Philistines had either destroyed or removed all who followed that craft, likely to prevent them from possessing themselves with swords and spears. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, he did the same thing. We read that he carried away all the craftsmen and the smith and left only the poorest of the people of the land. 2 Kings and also Jeremiah 24. The Jewish artificers were not, as the Romans and Greeks, servants and slaves, but men of some rank and wealth. In the New Testament, we find that St. Paul, though of noble birth, was brought up to the craft of tent making. And even now, almost every Jew, no matter what his prospects are, is instructed in some trade or profession. The art of overlaying with gold was also known in the ancient Egyptians, as was proved some time ago by the discovery of Thebes of a mummy, which was entirely wrapped in plates of gold. So what does all this mean? Well, there are those with talents, abilities that you or I don't possess. Well, regardless of what they are, if we use them for the proper purpose, the proper reason, we're blessed. You see, if you can sing, do it. If you can serve in any capacity, I don't care if it's an usher, parking lot, anything, whatever we do, whatever skill set that we have, use it for God's glory, and will be blessed accordingly. So these smiths might have made instruments. They might have made instruments of war. Nonetheless, they did all for the glory of God. Do that with the skills that you have, because if you don't use it, you understand, it's lost. Be blessed, be safe. We'll see you on the next study.